welcome back with me, Aaron, on Surviving Mars. So, as you can see, I have, well, you might not be able to see yet, but I basically have expanded a little bit more than, obviously, from the last episode, just to try and help speed things up a little bit, and the fact that there's just so much to do. I feel like I need to get a lot of it done. So I can't exactly remember whether we built this dome. I think we did. Well, I can't remember. But if we didn't, well, there we go. We built this dome. This dome is currently housing 27 colonists, as well as this one housing 30. So we've got 57 altogether. We've got plenty of housing. We've got the ranches. And there's one thing that we have done, which is quite substantially, which is research. So we've got quite a few more research now unlocked. To be honest, I think I've just been very, very, very unlucky so far with the breakthroughs that we've had. A lot of them are very personal and like orientated towards obviously the Martians and or the civilians and stuff like that. And I think we've been very unlucky. I mean, this is not too bad, seeing as can work and have children, so that's quite a good one. Because obviously our population is not very big at the moment. This next one is actually, that one obviously helps maintain less often, which is obviously very good. This one I'm going to show you now is arguably probably the best one we've had so far, and that is this one. So allows the construction of bio-robots in the drone assembly. Bio-robots eat and can gain traits, but can't produce and never die from old age. So that is obviously great. This is our obviously assembler. We've scheduled 10 of them to get built initially, the bio robots that is. We scheduled 10 of them to get built initially, just so that we can start filling up some of the jobs. We don't want you in there. Definitely don't want you in there. And what we are going to do, which I don't know if it's on the research list yet, we're going to get this as well, because this will obviously help us produce more citizens. It's the same workflow, as basically doubles the performance when a colonist are working under heavy load, which is obviously great. And then Martian obviously Institute of Science, which obviously gets us the Hawking Institute. So again, that is another great one. In terms of the different things, we did actually do this, and well, I did this off camera, but for some reason the game hasn't saved, so we're just gonna have to do it again, which is perfectly fine by me. I've geared up towards doing that again anyway now. Just before we started this episode, I inserted the new electronics factory just there, which is obviously getting the resources that it needs. We do have obviously electronics factories and that over here as well. We're just going to take off the shift at the night time as well, because we don't feel like we need it at night time. We've got these, but we don't really need them in there at the moment, because we've got the other two producing, which is these ones. We've got them producing 6.3 a day, so that is obviously wonderful at the moment. So yeah, it's all about really trying to get people into these, trying to produce these extra robots. We've got 40 more drones as well on the queue. We're producing 1.4k of research now per sol, which is obviously substantially better.
The barren environs of the
New research is available. Let's have a look. So we've got laser. We do actually need to get these, but that's 14,000. That's quite expensive, but we do need to get them like sooner rather than later. Hangars for shuttles, increased capacity, that is them two, and the speed boost we 100% need, like again sooner rather than later. Bio-robotic workshop, again we don't need this now. This is one of the good things, is obviously we don't need this because we can now just produce it in the drone assembler, so we don't actually need to unlock this building whatsoever. We do need to get probably extra colony passengers and stuff. I do want to get this queued up as well, because that's quite cheap, but it will help our solar farm out quite substantially in terms of maintenance. And there is one more thing, and that I want to get as well. I did have them queued up last time, but obviously things have changed. In terms of other things, you probably noticed off the right of the screen, I will take you over there now. So I've expanded over to here. We have the dome already built. I've obviously just closed it for now because we just don't have the colonists to support obviously this dome as well. I've preempted it though just because of the obviously the research, so we'll get 20% boost off that one and a 10%, so that this dome itself will get a 30% boost. So what we're going to do once we've unlocked the Hawking Institutes, we will obviously place probably at least 3 of them in here and then obviously put other things in as well. We've got the ranches over here. The ranch, there we go, there's our first one. So work performance 110, that is absolutely just mental. That's so good. He's getting obviously a negative because of the working in, not working in a home dome, but working hard is plus 20. He's workaholic. That's absolutely great. In terms of the electronics, that is obviously quite low right now. That's simply, well, we've just got this built, so we'll get the upgrade plan for that straight away, which will be great. And I don't know, we will definitely need some more of these sooner rather than later. Here we go. High-speed comm satellite. Ooh, I did do it. Our high-speed comm satellite is now online. The resultant speed, the data, oh great. That is absolutely wonderful. So I did actually do that, not realizing. I did send someone to do that, but yeah, that's really, really good for us. You can actually go back to Earth, and you can also go back to Earth since we got a rocket on the way back from the high-speed satellite. So both of them two can go back and bring us some money. But yeah, like I say, we are working on extra electronics, so we're producing 5 in that one and 5 in that one, so we're getting 10 a day just on them, as well as obviously 1.2 from these. So we're producing, where is it? Go to that one. Electronic production, it says it's 7, but I don't think it is, because these are producing, yeah, 5 a day. Consumption is 0, maintenance 2.1, and production, it says 7, but I don't believe it. Maybe it hasn't updated, I don't know. I don't believe that though. Yeah, don't believe that whatsoever. In terms of you can come and land. Great, there we go. What else have we got going on? We've got deep scanning now as well, which is obviously wonderful. In terms of do we? Oh, we don't have deep scanning yet. I thought we did. Isn't that not deep scanning? Yeah, sectors can be scanned for deep deposits, so that doesn't make it. Oh, it's because it's done already. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, let's just do the areas around where we haven't done so far, like around us for the deep scanning. Over here is absolutely incredible. We've got so much water, so we've got obviously 13 in that one, got 11 in that one. They're both low deposits, but well, I'm very low. But then we have this one. This is also a low, but it's got 100,000 water in it. So in this section alone, we've got, you know, 124,000, 125 nearly. New anomaly. So the rover's going off to do that, which is there, so that's wonderful. What is that one? That's a scan event one, so that's perfectly fine. We just need to get more breakthroughs, if I'm honest. Breakthroughs are obviously wonderful. Our electronics are definitely going up now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to queue up, because we unlocked it whilst I was off screen again. It is telematic scrubbers. So what we're going to do is we're going to place these in here. So we've got one there. And then we'll put another one. Complete. Don't need to go there. I reckon about there, I think. Maybe. I want to get 2 more refineries in, so I'll space it between the refineries. And then in terms of the here, we'll get
sector scanned.
One there. Should we go there actually? Go one there. And I think the other one, would that reach? I think it will. I think it will. So we'll go one there as well. So that's 3. And then that might be able to reach over here a little bit as well. We'll have to get one down here, which is fine. We'll get one there. And then we'll start putting them around everywhere pretty much. Get one there, which can reach over here as well. Get one there to reach all of them.
Resources are low.
We get one. Try and connect it to power sources, that's all. In fact, that would probably be a good place because then it might be able to reach over. So we'll go one there as well. It's going to seep into our, obviously, our resources right now in terms of electronics, but I'm okay with
drill
that.
had hit 100 meters before it detected a spike in temperature.
Ooh, reduced all costs of
Data
robotic
tells us
techs by
it
10%.
was
That's
ignited.
absolutely wonderful. So our tech for robotics now is down to, so we've got 40% reduction, which is amazing. And everything else is like at 30 anyway, and engineering's at 40 as well. So yeah, we're doing really well in terms of that. As for you, we should put one. Maybe don't build one there, and then we'll put one there. Okay. Okay, we'll do that for now, and then we need to put one obviously on all of these as well. But what we need ideally is to get the drone hubs that don't need power or maintenance. That'll be the breakthrough that obviously allows for that. Oh, building has depleted. Ooh, there we go. First one that's depleted. That's fine by me. So we'll get rid of that, and then we'll grab a. So that can now go as well. Don't need that. We'll grab a landing pad just to flatten the area and then get rid of it. There we go. Happy days. Is that all flattened? There we go. All flattened, which is nice. So that's that gone. We've got absolutely tons and tons. We've got 2.9k of concrete, which is obviously incredible right now. These should be going in. Yeah, they are. Good. Let me just grab you. Let me put your range up and grab you again. It's a bit close, this one, but that's okay. We need to get more power though. That is something that we definitely do need to get, but that's okay. Put you up. Does you reach? Ah, that's highly annoying. Oh god, that's so annoying. It does reach, but it doesn't do what I want it to do. Oh, God's sakes. We're going to have to get one in the middle as well then. Okay, so if we do it there. Yeah. Do that there. And then what we'll do is we'll get some more. We've got a prefab drone hub as well, which I'll show you where that's going to go very shortly. So put you in there. There.
Sector scan.
There, and there. Okay, so we'll get them going. These should be able to reach them anyway, so that's perfect. And maybe one more, which obviously is great. We've got, then that one's nearly done. This one is done. So let's increase the range of that. Just about on the range of that, but that's okay. Do we need it to be that big? Maybe not. It is covering that, so maybe. What else do we have? What else? We're just out of range of that. We need one to cover this one as well, but I've got a plan for that anyway, once we get the money, which we just got. So they're all going in. Right, what we want to do is we want to get a shuttle, cargo shuttle, and we want to bring in, obviously, a bunch of electronics just to assist, and we want to bring in some, we want to bring in, what, 6 of them. We want to get 2 more of them. And then the rest, we would just get the rest in them. So we're down to 2.1 million, which is obviously back to being poor, but that is, I don't think we need that much. We'll go 25, and then we go prefab buildings. We get 3 of them instead, and that'll do for now. I think. Yeah, sure. Launch. There you go. Get a few extra drones as well. We may as well whilst we're there. Okay. So we're in a very good spot at the moment. Research is obviously doing okay. Most of the scientists are actually, I think, working in one of these. I think it's this one. Yeah, so this one is maxed out in terms of scientists. And then obviously we've got this one as well, which is actually coming to be maxed out. What I'm going to do, I'm going to turn this building off. Try and force them to go in this because they actually produce them more science, which is kind of crazy. So we're producing 1.8 a day at the moment. So they're producing 462 and then this one's producing 600, as well as obviously the other bonuses and stuff that we have. No resources, I don't know what that meant. No resources where? Okay, so all of them we want to get control upgrade. For the rest of them, they'll all get done. This dome, don't really need to worry so much about this dome at the moment. They will get obviously dealt with eventually. Sustained workload. Lovely. So that is this one. So when every citizen knows that their efficiency more or less impact the survival chance of the entire colony, it becomes a matter of pride to work harder. So it doubles the performance bonus when colonists are working on a heavy workload. So heavy workload, if I didn't show already, is basically this. So current status, heavy workload. So basically what that means is, because everyone during the daytime is on a heavy workload, that means the performance is now doubled for every single one of these. So that should produce obviously a lot more food. Oh, we got actually, this one's nearly full as well of robots, which obviously frees up a lot of space to obviously fill other jobs. We've got 4 more, so we're going to get, I do want to get quite a few of these. So let's get another 10 queued up. And what I might do is I might try and get them robots to work in these. So it's like robots producing robots, which obviously would be quite nice. Shuttle load is very heavy right now. Obviously electronics is very low. That's due to the fact that we obviously got quite a high demand for electronics. You need to go to there. I think that'll cover everything for now, which it does. Great. I think it does. Is that going to get cleaned? I think it will. I think it's fine. In terms of the ones over here, you're not done yet. You are done. So what I want to do is I'm just going to expand you by 1. Just 1, just to cover the tunnel. And then when this one gets done, I will do the exact same again, just by 1. Just again, to see if it will cover most of the, well, a little bit of the tunnel. In terms of the rocket, let's get that down, which will be great. We want to get another rocket, passenger rocket, and we'll get that one launched straight away as well. How many? In fact, let's go to, where did I put it? There it is. You need 13 engineers, 10 scientists. Okay. 13 engineers and 10 scientists. So let's try and get, so geologist, botanist, medic, botanist, officer, no. Right, let's get engineer, engineer, scientist, engineer. How many are we on? 12. Okay, launch that. There we go. At least that will then fill jobs that we currently actually need. So that will be very good. Obviously we need just people everywhere. We just don't have enough people right now to do what we want to do. Once we unlock this spire as well, we will close down the infirmaries because we don't actually need them once the spire is unlocked. Which I think is coming very, very soon. Yeah, we're up to 95%, 96, 98, and it should be here now. Now.
Research
there we go.
complete.
So get the medical spire in here. I think you require everything I've got, which is great. Metals are actually running low, or relatively low. So we will amplify you, just to increase metal production. I haven't even got you on work. 16.5 a day, look at that. That is absolutely crazy. Don't put them on heavy workload at night, because they're already depressed. The fact that they have to work nights. I don't know why that's such a depressing fact, but try not put them working heavy loads at night, because they do get very easily depressed. Okay. In terms of, you are doing that one. You're halfway through that, so I'll leave that until then that one's burnt out, and then once that's burnt out, we'll move to this one. Our fingers are done, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to turn you off for now, so we don't need so many getting produced right now, because we're up to 137, and our production is already, well, it's not anymore, it's probably 10 now, but it doesn't need to be that high, and our production is that now is 12, so we're actually producing 9 extra a day, which is obviously pretty good. Once that's over 100 again, I'll probably turn one of them off as well, just to save on a bit of power and to save on obviously our resources, because we're down to 161 now, which obviously is not a lot. He's still on auto gather, so he should be picking stuff up. Excuse me. Okay, so we've done all of the maintenance stuff. We could get that amplified, but I don't think I'll need to. I think that is, yeah, that is now in range, so that should take obviously a lot longer to wear out. That's maxed out anyway, so hopefully that reaches. What are we on this? We've got 8 more to produce. I think this is now full of, not quite, non-specialist. But as you can see, like 120. Some of them are a little bit lower, but mostly pretty damn good. Let's put that to 2. We don't need that so crazy right now. That is maxed out with scientists, which is great. We got this one nearly maxed out with scientists, so our research is definitely going up. We'll bring in this extra group of colonists, which again is going to be great. We're producing 21 per sol now. 21 because of the amplification. That is so much.
New colonists have arrived.
Got 12 new colonists, which is obviously going to help out quite a lot. Luckily, no one wanted to leave us down, which is obviously wonderful. Normally they do, so that is wonderful. I'm going to just, like I say, bump up the range of that, just so it's covering the tunnel ever so slightly. Happy days. That should reduce the maintenance burden on pretty much everything so far. We have 136 left on that one. We've got this one that we can tap into from there. And yeah, concrete, I'm not too worried about. We've got 3k of concrete. We've got massive deposits over here. We've got decent deposit there as well. So again, I'm not too worried so far. And this one is up to 40. It's only got 44 left. So we'll probably have to rip that out very soon. Dust repulsion for the solar panels. That's great news. That again will help reduce the burden of maintenance. What do we need? So we're doing mega storage now, which has increased the capacity. That allows us to the big ones. Did I? Oh no, I did. Yes. Expand by 50%, which is obviously wonderful. So before we end the episode, our next one, research-wise, is most likely going to be maybe this one. Or I might start doing some of the shuttle stuff now. I'd say that we don't have enough shuttles to really warrant doing that. We could do the MS laser. That'll only take 7 souls, and then we could start bringing in some meteor stuff, which would obviously help us get more breakthroughs and so on and so on. Water's not really an issue. We'll go for that one next then. What are you? Sanatorium, that will actually help. But again, we'll get it because I think it will help. Decorations have increased service comfort. Art workshop. Building upgrade. Home collection increases service comfort of the building by 10. Sanity damage, that's really good actually. But Martian born, considering most of our colonists are actually Martian born now. Rejuvenation treatment improves service comfort and provides relaxation, allows colonists to visit and gain comfort. That is actually really, really good. That's actually really good. Auto regulator. We could do the Hawken Institute upgrade. Research lab upgrade as well. We'll queue that up. That's actually not a bad one. And then we'll do the MS lasers. So we can start bringing in some more meteors. Okay, well that is actually going to be the end of this episode then. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. I hope you're enjoying this season so far, or this series so far. We will expand, obviously, try and expand a little bit faster. But the problem is we're only up to obviously 71. And we need to get obviously substantially higher. So what we're going to do for now is just, we're going to close you and we're going to try and click this. Close you as well. Try and force them to move to this this medical center. And yeah, that's going to be it. So thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And I will see you next time. Bye bye for now.